can't see you no more. I wonder how, because is this the, I don't know. Shoot. Did
We
I?
got
Hold on,
we.
wait. Can you see me?
I can't see you. What you mean? Can
Ah,
I see you?
I was trying to go on here. I was trying to go on Facebook. Did you add me?
I just went live from StreamYard, so I can't
Okay, hold
add
on.
you. I can't see none of that. I
Okay,
was just
share screen, share video file.
yeah,
No.
just
Is
live.
that what you did? You went to share video?
No, I'm working on StreamYard, and it's
Me?
controlling everything. Like it's.
Oh, I wonder if I could do that.
I mean, you have to do it. You have to be the host channel. This is the host.
Oh, excuse the hell out of me.
I pay for
Excuse.
this. Okay, I pay for this.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get me something because I'm gonna not be able to control shit. Okay, I need to be controlling shit up in here. Okay, freak that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway, what's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's your favorite candy lady, Mrs. Eye Candy.
And it is her, she, me, the gossip diva, Miss Mocha.
And who are we?
Two hot chicks.
Welcome to season 4.
Wow, it's 4 seasons already.
Right, right. I just
OMG.
got a notification that we reached the 10,000 downloads. So 10,000 downloads have hit. So
Wow.
it's big for us. You know what I'm
Wow,
saying?
that's pretty big. That's pretty big.
All right.
Mhm.
So we're live. I'm trying to, it's been a while since I used StreamYard, so I'm really trying to figure out if I can watch you guys' comments or not. While we're talking, I'm probably gonna go to my phone and try to look at some comments. But we are on our YouTube channel, Two Hot Chicks, and we're streaming from our Facebook channel, Two Hot Chicks, as well. So hopefully you guys are watching, you guys are loving it because it's been a minute, but we're back and we got some
We're back.
out, okay? For real.
All
We're
right.
not in the studio, as y'all can see to our
We're,
viewers. We are on in our own homes, actually.
yes, we
So
are. We're separate.
yes, we are separate. We're not social distancing. It's just Sunday, and I have all the children here, and
And
Mocha was at home cooking. Like we're doing this. So
yes, and I just like had a break because Miss Mocha has like hella homework. I'll tell you guys that later. But I am been like kind of like a hermit, but like a live hermit. Can you be
okay,
that?
Hermit. Okay, Hermit. Well, it's story time. You know how we start this
Oh,
off. All right, y'all. We start the show off with
we're
a
gonna
story
start this
time.
thing
So,
off right.
Mocha, it's been a whole like season. You know what I mean? We took off the end of spring and the whole summer. So,
It's been a hot girl
you know, hot girl
summer.
summer.
Yes. It's like, no, not seriously. Actually, Miss Mocha been grinding.
Okay.
So let's see. Where do I start? Okay, so this summer I did have like a lot of fun. I did like travel a little, even though, through this little, is it still a pandemic?
Yes.
Oh. But anyway, um, but most of the time I've been at home and been a mom. So since school started back for my baby, I have a 10th grader now. We'll get back to that in a little sec. I have also started school. Miss Mocha is a student, and I go to a school of nursing here, and I'm going to become a RMA, which is a registered medical assistant, and a phlebotomist. I'm gonna be getting that blood. Okay. Okay, so it is just been my first semester, and it's been very difficult to juggle being a mom and working full time and going to school physically 2 times a week, and then I have online classes, and it's also taking discipline. Like I'm like almost done with my, like, this is my 7th week, and I am just now getting acclimated to checking emails, like, because like my one teacher emailed me the whole semester and I just now like figured it out. So and it's like discipline, like I can't like kick it as much, but I really didn't kick it. I thought I didn't kick it as much as I had been, obviously, because like I feel like like today is the first Sunday that I'm not like trying to get like a lot of homework done to get my test done because next week is our final. So I've been studying and I did a quiz. I did all my study guides. So I do got a little time to myself. But like I said, it's taking me like these 7 weeks to get acclimated. And I totally, and I'm really not really acclimated. I got to start all over because I got like 4 more classes to take. But I feel sorry for the children. I totally understand where they came from, where they had to go to school virtually. It is like mentally, it's like a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
I mean, you
one of
gotta
my
be disciplined too. That's the one thing.
yes, like it's much a lot of discipline. And too, like even like trying to like I'm a person like an instant gratification person. So if I have an issue or a problem or something I need to ask my instructor, I like to be able to just say, hey, Miss So and so or Mr. So and so, hey, I got some questions, and not being able like physically to be in class for some of my like it showed, you know what I mean? So I'm still learning, and it's a work in progress, but so far so good. But to get back to my baby, my 10th grader, we started the 10th grade this year, and it is in person learning, which is like much better for both of us. But with the 10th grade came homecoming. Okay. We won't be able to do prom this year because I think prom is like junior and senior anyway. I wouldn't feel like, even if he was allowed to go, I probably wouldn't allow him to go because like junior, you got to make your junior and senior year like special.
Make it count.
So yeah, so this year I'm allowing him to go to homecoming. Well, he will be 16 on January the 1st. Shout out to my baby, Braxton. So with this is coming like new things. I think we talked about this at the end of last season, of like girlfriends and stuff. Okay. So he had a girlfriend, and he probably can hear me telling his business, and he probably gonna kill me because I don't know where he went. He shut the little Venetian doors on me. But anyway, so he had a girlfriend at the end of last year, and then she broke up with him for whatever reasons. And then at the beginning of this year, kind of like at the beginning of the summer, at the end of the summer, I had seen him speaking with some girl, and then voila, she's the girlfriend, which I like. I like the other girl, but I kind of am a little bit partial to this other little girl that he's dating because she's a lot like me. She like quirky. And I asked her, picked him up from a football game once, and I asked her what she wanted to be when she grew up. And she said she wanted to be a celebrity. And I said, me too.
You want to be a celebrity?
Yes. So basically,
my bad.
I was like, hey, we got sponsors. Okay. But anyway, so she said that. So I like her. You know, she's cool. But like I said, homecoming. So I never had this growing up. Did you have this like homecoming proposals? Okay.
Because we ain't get this.
And I would have got a laugh because I was a live girl. And my boyfriend was live. Yes, mine was a star basketball player. So I know the school would have been out looking like, so you know. But anyway, so needless to say, he asked if he could ask her to homecoming, which I said okay. And y'all know how Miss Mocha is. I am very like a hands-on mom, maybe too hands-on. I'll be out of his business. But I was expecting him to ask me for like my input, which I really didn't have any because I really never did this before, but I probably would have looked on Pinterest or something. Pinterest, I call it Pimpstress, but Pinterest. I probably would have looked on there, but he had his own ideas. See, the young lady and him share the love of The Office, which is to me, I don't know, I think I shared this with you guys like seasons ago that my son is like an old man. He like an old Woody Allen man. He find things humorous that the average person his age wouldn't. He just got dry humor. Nothing excites him. I don't know if it's just because he's a boy or if he's a Capricorn. I don't know if it's guys doing that to me because I'm so animated, and then my son is just like nothing excites him. But he loves The Office. And at one point I had heard him, I think he might have been in like the 5th or 6th grade, cracking up in his room. And I happened to go in there, and he was watching The Office, and like I always seen really like white people laugh off The Office like that.
Funny, but I've never been a fan of that show.
Right. Okay. So like when he was cracking up, I was looking like, am I a bad parent for letting him watch this? Because he was getting a lot of joy out of it. Okay. So I was just like, but I
He's
let him
always
watch it.
been an old soul.
So yes, most
Old.
definitely. So when he was laughing, yes he is. So when he was laughing and stuff so hard, I was like, maybe I should watch this, but I let him continue watching it. But anyway, he found his kindred spirit because this young lady is the same age as him, but she likes The Office just as much as he does. And so I don't know if that's the thing that got them together. I never asked that question, but his theme was The Office. And the sign that he made said something like facts. It would be something, I don't know. You got to put a picture of them up with the sign.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to share. I'm gonna share it to you guys after the show because I'm gonna have to go take it.
Yeah. So and it said something like I would be delighted if you would go with me. And
where did I see that? You sent it to me, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And so
you sent it to me. Okay.
Yeah, so the delighted thing was cute because he had a picture of Dwight, and then he was like nothing beats, and he had a picture of a beat, so he played on the words. But her last name is Wright. And instead of delighted, he put D-righted and then I think The Office used D-whited, because his name is D White, but Braxton played again on the words and put.
That's clever. That's very clever.
D-righted. Yeah. I mean, all without my help. Okay. So, in the other cutest thing.
I need you.
I was hoping he would need me. But the other cute thing that he did was when we were preparing for this, all I was the cash flow. Okay. Is he wanted to get her a plant. And I was like, well, don't you want to get flowers? Because I like flowers. I buy myself flowers. Okay. And so he said, no, flowers die. He's like, I want her to have to water it every day. So he bought her a hanging plant. Okay. And I thought that was,
oh man,
I don't know. So as a mother, when I told him I said, record it. And so when I got the recording, I heard her girlfriends in the back oh, and I was cracking up because my girls would have been the same thing. Oh, it was so cute though. The background look, chatter.
That was cute. Shout out to Braxton P. Hartman.
Yay! He's gonna do you know that's my goal is to raise a great man, and so far so good. You know what I'm saying? When I allow him to make his own decisions,
I need to see him with his girlfriend. I want to see how much of a gentleman he is. Okay. I'm watching my homegirl Tasha's sons. One of them, the youngest one, actually, I think he's 13, 14.
Okay, the one that go to Braxton school, right?
No, that's the oldest.
Okay.
So he just started dating and watching him interact with his girlfriend and stuff like that. He's really awkward. Watching him, the girlfriend was a little more advanced. We was like, okay, girl.
Right, girl, you gotta watch him.
But he was kind of more awkward. So I would like to see Braxton and his girlfriend. I'm gonna have to come over there one day and just laugh.
You must. Actually, I think that just from the last time, okay, and I'm lost too because he had texted me the girl's mother's number, right? And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to call her?
So I don't. In the day, and this is off topic but on topic. When we dated, because she has almost 16-year-old, I have almost 13-year-old, right? So she's starting to get into that phase. She still is I ain't worried about no boy. And I'm like, girl, you ain't got to worry about him. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Right.
But I know it's coming.
Yes, it is. And you ain't going to even expect it either. Because I totally, not that I thought that he was uninterested, but by him, I like his, swag or whatever, but I didn't think other people was into it other girls besides his mom.
Where you get celebrated
for being different.
So I think the type of kids that go there appreciate him having his own swag and not having to be like everybody else. I think that helps a lot.
Because he told me that they tell him he is one of the best dressed dudes in his grade level.
They like that he got his own thing going. But also, like I said, my girl's son, he goes there too, and he has his own vibe.
Style.
It's you have your, because my husband be calling him Sideshow Bob because he got the hair to be like,
Yeah, but they like that. My son has locks,
yeah,
and
but no, it be shaved. I mean, girl, he look like Sideshow Bob from The Simpsons. Like it be shaved like this. He real high yellow, and he be having it big. I mean, it's so funny how he look like him. But it's him. That's his vibe. That's his swag, and people respect his swag. So I just have a question because when I was dating, I couldn't date till I was 16. When I started dating, yes, my mom had to meet his parents. So it was a thing. She met his parents. They wanted to meet her. Like our first date, where I got my mom dropped me off at his house, right? And we went to Kings Island.
Okay.
So my mom met his parents when she took me to his house so I could leave with them to go to Kings Island. They dropped us off at Kings Island, I think. But and then when they dropped me back at home, they went in the house and talked to my mom some more. So the funny thing is, like, my very first boyfriend, like his parents and my mom became really cool.
Okay.
And after that relationship was over, they still kept in touch. I still keep in touch with them to this day. Like my very first boyfriends, his mom, his dad, his grandma, and his aunt was at my wedding because they became.
I remember that
because I grew up with them being such an influence. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. I don't want to be like overbearing or like push. So I was like, well, what am I supposed to do with this? Because like here's the thing too, because he goes to the performing arts school, they've been going to school since kindergarten. So we kind of know each other. Me, the mother, the grandmother is someone that you might know. Okay, remember when I did the Warrior Moms project?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Her grandmother was one of the hairstylists that was on the Warrior Moms project with me.
Okay.
So I'm kind of familiar with her family. You know, I mean,
when you guys have, because I know they just had tryouts for a show. Are they both in that?
Yes, Braxton is in Greece. He is in Greece.
I would figure out a way, like there. You know what I mean? I don't know, just to have that communication, because if one thing I do know is if something bad happens, because kids,
you don't want that to be the first time you meeting them.
Exactly.
And that you're right.
Build that repertoire before it happens, because teenagers do teenager stuff.
They do.
So,
they do.
You know, stuff happens, and you want to make sure y'all already know each other. Y'all already got that on lock.
Right.
You don't have that kind of problem.
Right.
You know? So I wouldn't be like overbearing. I would think that the mom would reach out to you, because as a mother of a girl, you know, like my mom.
Right. So that's what I did. I said, give her my number.
Yeah.
And then he said that she did so. Cause like what day was this? It might have been Friday or it may have been yesterday. It was Friday, maybe.
I know you've carpooled before as far as taking him places. Has her mom?
Actually, yes, she is the one who took them to the game that day. And I picked them up.
To your house?
No, she picked them up from school. And then but plenty of times, because you know that I work at the salon on Saturdays. So a lot of times, like they went to a fair together, and her mama dropped them off.
Conversation, girl. Okay, we're sorry, y'all.
Okay,
yeah, talking like moms right now.
Okay, so but anyway, yeah. So that's my tea. My baby did a homecoming proposal, and she said yes, and they going to homecoming.
So we're gonna make sure we show y'all pictures.
Most definitely.
He gonna be cute.
He is, because I said, so what? Now what we wearing? He was like, he want to wear blue. So I guess we'll have to go. You know, he's so different. He said he want to wear a turtleneck too, girl. So
okay, y'all, listen. I'm sorry. I'm talking. My story time is really, really simple.
Okay.
I'm raising a toddler.
Oh my goodness, he's so cute.
And the hardest thing right now is potty training.
Oh God.
Potty training my daughter was fairly easy. It's hard with the boy. I have a stubborn boy. I said I was gonna post a TikTok today, begging the TikTok community to help me and give me some tips on what I can do, because TikTok seems to really respond. So I need y'all help. But I'm gonna ask y'all too. I posted on my Facebook. I'm asking right now on our live podcast. What do I do? What do I do?
Okay, so you never call me.
Let me tell you what happens. So you know his dad is always at work. So it's hard because everybody be like, first of all, people be thinking you a single mama when you ask, because they be like, well, he should go with his daddy. Okay, well, what if daddy ain't there? Daddy be at work or whatever. And then I can't rely on that because it's not consistent, because he is always at work. He works 2 jobs. So then when he's with my father, when they're at the house, my dad does take him in there with him to use the bathroom, but then they be on the go so much. My dad don't sit still to be sitting there potty training him. So when he's with me, I do take him in there and have him sit. But my son is so stubborn. He will sit on that potty for 3 hours and not do nothing. And then as soon as he get up, and he has to pee.
Okay.
And he'd tell me like, pull up. And I'd be like, no, pull up. You need to pee in the potty. And then he'd fuss and fight and still won't pee. As soon as I pull up on,
Okay, so you didn't ask me because I did potty train Braxton alone. Okay, without his dad's input or help. And I'm gonna tell you that some things that I did, I wouldn't do. Not probably, I wouldn't do. And that is like whoop his ass because I did. Girl, one time he shit it behind my door like a little puppy. And then I think I like stuck his nose in it, but I think I could go to jail for that.
What?
My mama said I was gonna go to jail. But that girl, try getting up human shit. You will like think
no, because London pooped and smeared all of my walls. So
okay, so I just flipped out, and that was the first time, mama, and I didn't know what to do. So I just that. Okay, but okay, the thing is you have to find the times that he is dry. So what Braxton's time was is every time he wake up, he never had a wet pamper. So I started there. I started putting his underwear on at nighttime before he went to bed. I'd make him go to the bathroom, potty. And you gotta wait that shit. Girl, you gotta be just as stubborn as him. You gotta be like, okay, little dude.
He has sat there for 3 hours.
Oh well, fall asleep, girl. He could go to Braxton and fell asleep on the potty before. Oh well, you get you get cramps in your booty, little dude, pee your boo boo. So I would we started with the nighttime, and then when he get up, I would praise him because you got on your underwear. You didn't get like back when Braxton was growing up. Diego was his boy. Okay,
so how old was Braxton when he was fully potty trained?
2.
Okay, because I'm at the 2 stage and I'm trying to he'll say it and then he'll get up like, yay, Cairo. And I'm like, no, you ain't do nothing. What you mean?
Sit back down, Cairo. Bruh, I got it all day. So you gotta do it on.
I think a part of the problem truly is I don't have all day.
See, and that's where
it's hard to
take out.
It's hard if you're a working mom.
It really is.
It's hard. It's really hard.
It took me
to go to preschool, and and it's really hard. So
take a weekend. Start on Friday.
Yeah,
and then that's when you got to go hard, and you have to be like, we doing this shit. We doing it this weekend. You got to get in your head because really it can happen over a weekend. You got to just put in your head. So starting Friday, because you off on Fridays. Starting Friday night, Thursday night. Put his underwear. He like Coco Melon. He like she'll get him some Bruno Mars underwear. Yeah, know what I'm saying? He like Bruno Mars. Yeah. Make him some Bruno draws, okay? And then and be like Cairo because they're very intelligent little boys, or I know. And so I would say Braxton, hey, look, bruh, Diego, this your boy, Hey, he don't like getting wet because he can't swim. Okay, so. We keeping Diego dry.
Today I put him in his big boy underwear. They regular blue underwear.
Right. Okay.
He was mad, like pull up. Like he wanted to, like he knows.
Nah, we gotta wait this little nigga out though.
Comfortable, like it's a comfort thing for him.
Because he know he can pee on himself. That's the comfort.
Right. But like he won't do it if he ain't got nothing on. Like if he just naked, he won't do it. And he won't do it
in his underwear.
He's on the potty. Like he's done it a couple times on the potty, and we was like, oh yeah, like you know what I mean? We turned up like crazy. Everybody in the whole house turned up. We were so excited, but I don't know. Just pray for me.
So and we're gonna try that. Yeah, you should try it. Just go ahead.
I am. I'm gonna. Yes, I am. He got to get potty trained. Like we have no choice.
We have to speak.
Like my husband, like, all right, I got it. He even saying it, like, cause he be so tired. And he's like, my husband, he irritates me because he's a private person. So when he goes to the bathroom, he likes to close the door. I'm like, take your son in there with you. Take him with you. You have a pee-pee. He needs to see somebody with a penis pee. Take him with you.
You
So,
know what? And that is so true because of
yeah,
that. And is that Braxton sat down. He had to like go to preschool and can like his little daycare in
to learn
order to
how to
like
stand up.
stand up. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I taught him how, and of course I sit down. And I didn't see a problem with it, but my mama was like, "Hey," I'm like, "He
My
is
dad
doing it in the potty."
mess with him. My dad stands up and he make him stand up. Like, he does do that. But the thing is, like I said, Michael will shut the door. Like, and that's honestly, I think it's a force of habit thing where it's just like the bathroom is my private time. So he
Right.
always, and I'm like, take your son with you. Take him with
Right.
you.
There's no private time when you got a little
Yes,
kid.
exactly.
Anyway.
So, okay, guys, that is
All righty.
20 freaking 5 minutes of story time. All right.
Boom, boom. We had a lot to tell them. We've been gone.
It's been a minute and we so
Right.
sorry. But you know what though? You know what?
It's time to chat. Okay. Okay. So, she sips her tea. Okay. All right. You
What's going
know.
on with them streets, girl? What's going on in them streets?
Okay. Because Mocha is on the beat. Okay. That's what she's on.
Mhm.
All right. So, let's talk about this whole COVID vaccination situation
Okay.
and how it's affecting in situations where we wouldn't have thought it had been. And one is the NBA. Okay. So, the first season, they all were in this bubble. The first time, the pandemic hit, NBA came up with the bubble where it's supposed to be a safe zone. Everybody in there is supposed to be tested, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's fast forward to 2021. Now we have a vaccine that they're saying one is FDA approved. They're saying that everybody needs to get it. Okay, it's affecting you and I because you and I are in the medical field, and we both were made, and I say made. We either get it or not have a job. Okay, and that is what it came down to.
Strong arm in this.
Yes, pretty
Strong
much.
arm.
And I just want to say that I pray that this is on the up and up, and this is to help save lives and not take them.
You know what? And I want to say this really quick, because this is a big thing for a lot of people.
Yes, me included.
I'm not against the vaccines. I'm not
no,
for the vaccines. I'm honestly
Right.
just a person that's like,
have to get it.
I don't know. And
Right.
I kind of just wanted to like play it by ear and truly, truly see before I just put some stuff in my body.
True
I
that.
had decided personally to get it before my job put out the mandate because my mom stays with me. We had a rough year with my
Yeah.
mom's health, and I just did not want anything
That to happen.
put me
Right.
back in that position again. So I was like, okay, this one is the one that's been out the longest. This is the one that was FDA approved. And I watched my husband get this. I watched coworkers get this. I waited. I ain't just up and get it. So I was like, I'll go ahead and get this one. After I made that decision, we get an email from my job where it's like, y'all got to get it by this date. If y'all don't get it by this date,
They walking you out.
They did not tell us they would fire us. They have other things. Basically, they're gonna make you suffer.
Well, at my place of employment, you are be terminated.
They said that. I didn't say that. I didn't say terminate.
They didn't, for lack of good words. Okay.
I've had like people call in and they complain about it, like just complaining about it themselves. Like they're calling in, for something going on medically, and they just stressing about this. So it's a big deal to some people.
It was a very big deal for me. Personally, having to take it, like it mentally messed with me. Like, and I am not fully vaccinated at this time, but soon I will be. And like when I had to get the first dose, it really like messed with me. Like the night before.
You feel after the first dose, just like
to tell the truth, my left arm is still like going numb. Like seriously, like it I don't know if they hit a nerve. I don't know, but like I'm still like going through like tingling.
How long ago was it?
It was less than 4 weeks because I went this Friday that just passed. I went this Friday to get my second dose, and I got the one you didn't get, and not the one dose. I got the 2 dose, the one that you didn't get, and that I got that because I found out that a woman of color was a part, like was the
That's
person that,
Mhm.
so I got that and my mom got that one, and so did my sister, and they were okay. So I was like, okay, I'll go for this one. But I don't know if it's mentally I'm doing this to myself, because like I had like bad dreams or whatever about it before, and then when I went to go get it, girl, I kind of like lightweight made a fool out of myself. I literally start crying at the thing, like when they was asking like the questions, like I was like, and then I was like, I'm not signing that, saying anything saying that I'm voluntarily taking this, like they making me. So like, girl, this man was looking at me like, what the hell? So that's the stories in itself. But anyway, so back to the topic at hand. So that, like I said, the NBA is a lot like my employer, and they're not necessarily mandating, but they're requesting that every NBA player, in order to play, has to get the vaccination.
And if they don't,
then
they have to pay a fine.
And if they have to pay a fine, and they also cannot play because of some places that they're playing in has a rule that says that they cannot play or come in a facility and not be vaccinated. Okay.
You know how much it is
that they have to pay?
Yeah.
No.
It's like 300,000 and something. And it's funny because they said if Kyrie Irving, that's what we're talking about.
Okay, so that's what I was about to say.
Yeah,
so
he hasn't done
Kyrie Irving is one of the big ticket players that has not been vaccinated.
Right.
And he is like waiting it out. And he like, okay. And I was a lot like him too. Like I if you like go back to the like my search thing, I was like looking up like any like loud thing to try to save me. I looked up every religion and tried to see which ones said speak against. Yes, I was gonna be like, I was gonna be chanting. I was gonna be praying to Buddha. I was gonna be doing something to not get the vaccination. And what I found in my research is there are not any religions that are on the books that or speak or say that you cannot get vaccinated. And the thing is I actually printed the exempt form from my employer to see what you had to do. And on there, it basically not only would like, so say for instance, Pastor Benton, my pastor, would have said, okay, I see, I understand, I'm signing for you. Well, Pastor Ben would have had to write a dissertation. And literally, you have to put in there the part of your religion.
Because some Christian preachers are doing that. There are some people that are doing that. So they
but at my employer, you have to write exactly where in your doctrine it speaks against the vaccination, so they could still.
They could have called it Mark of the Beast and call it a day.
Yeah. Well, that's on basically on the what you call that the interpretation, because I was thinking.
I mean, you could have said that's how I interpret it. Like, what you mean? This is my religion. I believe this with my heart. Like, they can't. A religion is a faith.
That's
so it's
true.
not nothing they could really like
say
to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's how you feel, and that's what you believe. That's your belief. So, as long as you got a priest or a pastor that believes that too and is willing to say that.
Well, I think I should get ordained right now. And I got y'all. Okay. Check out Pastor Mocha.
So if Kyrie Irving
does not get vaccinated,
and he decides to wait out the whole basketball season, he could have to.
He gonna owe them
$15 million. He has to forfeit $15 million.
Will he have to pay them though?
No, they would just deduct it from his
pay.
Yeah. So the full basketball season total is $15 million.
Wow. Okay. So
I guarantee you, I know he's trying to stand firm right now, but just like the rest of us that got these jobs that mandated and we need the jobs to pay our bills and stuff, after it gets about 700,000, that brother gonna go ahead and get vaccinated.
Okay, let's talk about that though, because I saw also some restaurants.
It might take a couple million actually, but he gonna
I saw some restaurants like in New York that are basically mandating people to bring in their COVID
Their
card to show
card.
that. Yeah, okay, so that and I am learning things like as I am in school. I feel that is a HIPAA violation because whose business is it? What because I might can't get it because I have a medical condition because
Right.
it's not only religious but there are also medical exemptions also.
Yeah, because
And
some vaccinations are not. Some people really can't get.
right. No,
Some
and
people
I know for a
vaccinated.
fact that one of our patients, there's the person that I know, one of our patients got the first one and had such a adverse effect to it that the physician told her not to go get the second one.
Right.
So what about those people? Are you saying they can't travel? They can't eat?
They can't.
They can't. No, now come on. Now that's what makes me think it's the mark of the beast because now they already trying to get rid of paper currency, right? So if they get rid of paper currency and the only way that you can is this Bitcoin or virtual dollars and all this, then that would be a way to keep them. Then they won't give the people that's not vaccinated virtual money or Bitcoins or things like that, which would enable them to eat and live. Now, come on now, where do we draw the line? And it's just like, why aren't everybody else like being woke and paying attention?
They're not showing it, but a lot of people are not for it. And my thing is too, I don't have an opinion on whether one should get it or shouldn't get it. I just
that's their own
to be forced. I don't.
Yeah, me too. That's the problem because being vaccinated, I'm never going to discriminate or tell my family you're not vaccinated, don't come over here and all that people doing because some celebrities.
I got this coworker, right? That we were like the last two, basically, to go ahead and get.
I'm the last one in my office. My supervisor had to go through this training because I'm not fully vaccinated. Okay, so
we was the last two, and I got mine before her. I got like I said, I got my first one before the mandate. Right. I just never told nobody, and because I work in the office by myself, my boss didn't even know I had it. She had came in close to this deadline, and she was like, are you vaccinated? And I was like, yep. And she was like, oh, do you have your card? I was like, yep. You know what I mean? Like she
right.
I was vaccinated, chilling, like, yeah, I done got it, girl. I got the shots. But
right.
My other coworker, she had been against it, right? And it was her decision. We was talking about it like this whole time. For the whole year, we was talking like, I don't know about that.
Exactly. Me too.
And she was the last one. Once I got it, she was still like, I don't know about that. So then she finally got it. She was holding out for a while, but now it's like, you want to work here, you got to figure it out.
Which is messed up. Right. It really is.
So she kind of got her first one. And then afterwards, some family members of hers ended up getting COVID and like getting it bad, put on ventilators, like
all right,
still in the hospital to this day. Like it's bad. And it was so funny because me and her was talking about it, and she all brand new now because she was talking to her friend like, well, y'all get vaccinated? Y'all ain't get vaccinated? What's wrong with y'all? I said, don't be brand new. Don't be that.
Don't do that.
Don't be that new person.
No, don't do that.
She was like, I am brand new, huh? Yes, you are.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
You got real stank.
Yeah, no, because I think that it's like a misconception that if you are vaccinated, you can't get sick and you can't die.
I think, and this is just my thoughts on it, because I know some people that, like I said, that are in the hospital on ventilators that haven't gotten the vaccine. But I've also recently heard about somebody's family members that are on ventilators and they are
fully vaxxed. Yes,
yeah, fully.
I had a friend of mine. Her father passed away who was fully vaxxed, and she is having a very hard time because she's on the fence about being vaccinated.
And this is just like my thoughts. I guess how I interpret this vaccine is supposed to go is it helps you fight it. It can't prevent COVID because there's different variants of COVID in the first place. So I think it's supposed to help you fight it. If you have underlying issue though.
Yeah, but what about the people that the healthy people? Are you making them sick? Because on the other hand, I got another friend who didn't get COVID this whole time,
Mhm.
and he just got the vaccination. He got the Johnson and Johnson, and he is sick as a dog right now.
Yeah.
And he is saying like
Is he
he
sick
ain't
as a
been
dog like he got to go to the
COVID.
hospital, or is he at home sick?
Yeah, but he only 1 week into it. So
That's the thing,
who?
'cause I had COVID, which
Mm-hmm,
I was. It is funny how people be scared to talk about it. When
mm-hmm,
I feel like it's good to talk about it because you're educating each other. We're telling each other our experiences, so you can, know what I went through. But
right.
I was sick. I was sick, and that was before the vaccine was out. This is kind of when COVID, not when it first hit, but
But me,
here, this
yeah.
was in 2020, and I have a friend that got fully vaccinated, and she got COVID,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't even have like regular symptoms. She had like a couple of sinus issues that she thought she didn't even know it was COVID. Her spouse wasn't vaccinated, and her spouse caught COVID as well, but he was sick. So,
Mm.
like I was saying, I think it'll help you fight it, but it's not
It's
gonna
a
prevent
but
you.
if your body
It depends
has
on the
its
person.
own immunities or whatever, so
Depends
you
on the
never can.
person. Right? Because
Yeah,
we think I got COVID through my husband, and he wasn't. He was not feeling good, but he wasn't sick like me. Like I was sick. So,
right.
but I wasn't sick like on the ventilator, so I'll be counting my blessings anyway. Like, hey, but okay, enough COVID conversations before they ban us because they do not like to talk about COVID. So we ain't gonna talk about that girl Rona no more. Let's talk about Lil Fizz. All right,
Oh,
y'all.
and Marion, let's talk
Right.
about that. The Millennium Tour is coming, or did
Okay.
it come to Cincinnati already? It was here last night or something, right? Because I saw somebody and I saw they was dancing and singing, and Cisco was on the stage, and he's a part of it, right? Ain't Drew Hill part of the Millennium? Okay, okay. Well, Millennium Tour is coming to Cincinnati, and they're back on their little trails to tour again. And I don't know what city was that. That's a good thing to look up because we need to go there because that's obviously the city of brotherly love.
October 31st here.
Okay, okay. So what city did this happen in? Do you know?
I don't know, but I do
Okay,
know.
because
What
I'm
I
saying
do
that.
know is that B2K came out during Omarion's set because B2K wasn't on this tour. This one was Bow Wow.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, right.
So B2K was special guest on this particular night. There's probably in LA or something.
Somewhere
And
big.
yeah, and B2K came out, and after they got finished doing that, and they had like a break in between their songs, Lil Fizz grabbed the mic and said, "You know what? I want to do something real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I done wronged my brother. I did some real shady stuff. I did
my
some
brother.
up stuff. I betrayed my brother. I hurt my brother. By doing some sneaky, shady BS." And I was like, "Ooh wee."
And he's like, I wanna apologize.
Apologize, yes.
So
big words.
Yes. So
he
how do you?
apologized to Omarion for interfering with his family, doing what he did, messing with April, which was wrong, which we said from the jump. We done said a couple seasons ago that he was dead ass wrong for messing with that girl.
Yes.
He was trying to make it seem like it was funny because when he apologized to Omarion, he was like, "My brother." And I was, "Oh, he your brother now," because you said that was your coworker.
Yes, he did, didn't he? He did.
Remember
he
that?
did. Yes, I remember.
Anyway, we all know Omarion is a whole mood himself, and we know he is very zen. He has the great energy that we all wish to have. So he took it like the man that he is, and shook his hand and was like, "All right, bro, you know what I mean? It's all love or whatever." And I think that's great. I'm very happy that Fizz did that. Number one, it was needed. Fizz needed to do that.
Okay. I feel like that most definitely.
He messed up the bag for the whole group, and experience for the whole group by being selfish. And I feel like when we talked about this before, the reason I feel that he did this because he was always jealous because Omarion was the star of the group, and you was always little boy.
So you think that he wanted something that Omarion had?
Yeah, right. So
okay.
He was wrong. And the way you did it and the way you and April came off like it wasn't nothing was just so wrong. And it was a turn off, bro. I ain't like you. Can't lie. Didn't like you. I was like, oh, that's your style. Like, I don't like when people mess with friends, people. Like, that's just a big no.
That should be off limits. That's what it should be.
Like, to me, we haven't talked about this, but like I have to like love Portia from a distance at this point because I feel like she crossed some lines messing with that
Oh
girl. Man.
no. Okay, so I don't. I totally disagree because if you like a lot of times they don't know them each other, and I
I
feel
think for
like
me, if I
mhm.
never seen them kicking and hang out, if you wasn't in her house in her pool chilling, that's a difference. But the fact that you was in this girl's house in her pool eating her snacks, drinking her wine, and now you with her man, no. So I gotta love you from a distance. Sorry.
Okay.
But
Okay. I can see where that come. I can see where you're saying
yeah.
what you're
So
saying.
for me, with Omarion and Fizz, my question to you is: so how do you think the friendship, the brotherhood is going to truly recover from this? Are they going to be able to go back and be Ace Boon Coons, or
No,
is it going to have to
no.
be, I would still love you from a distance, but thank you for the apology?
I think that's where he's gonna go with that. If he even like, I don't know. Are they like cool? Like, I don't know. No, I don't think they're ever gonna be able to be. Would you allow him like even like they're still young, okay? So
I mean, Fizz said a lot of stuff. Like when he did that, he was doing interviews, talking smack. He was on Love and Hip Hop talking smack. He was running his mouth. So although and he needed to apologize publicly.
yes, like, and I said
Sure,
that to you.
he
I
did
said
that,
when you do things publicly,
you need to
to
apologize.
wrong, the
Yes,
apology needs to be just as a public
yes.
and grand as the gestures that you did.
Right.
That was fucked up. Okay.
But that shows a character flaw to me that he was able to do that to somebody that he grew up with and was close to. Like, I don't care what you say. At one point, y'all was a group. Y'all was
And
brothers.
I think too, what also had to do with it is the fact that, which I think that April kind of played on too, is that Marion did play them at first. Remember, that was the whole thing that him and April kind of bonded on because Marion, once he stopped answering the phone. Remember, he was saying that, like, I called him for a whole year and he never answered the phone. Did you remember that? He said that, but not that made a point, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, no, but
this is gonna, like, Lil Fizz messed up his bag, which is why I loved when Omarion got the Millennium Tour without them. You know what I mean? It was just to show you,
like, boo, I'm the
get this money.
Right.
I'm
Most definitely.
guys to basically ride my coattail. Y'all could be paid too. Because Jay Boog was like, bro, what you doing? You messing up the money.
Right. He was salty. He was most definitely salty.
Right. So I do think forgiveness is big. And honestly, Omarion,
especially in these days and times.
It's for himself. And I think I think he's okay. I just wouldn't
don't nobody want April but Dr. Dre. Okay.
I wouldn't trust him no more. He ain't nobody you can trust.
He will not be invited to Thanksgiving dinner. Okay.
At all.
Okay. That's what won't be happening.
What else you got?
Let's talk about Princess and Ray J's third divorce. Like, this is like she filed divorce, he filed divorce, or he filed divorce and then she did, and now he did again. And the main reason he's saying this time is that he was in the hospital in Miami fighting pneumonia, not COVID pneumonia, but just plain pneumonia.
Yeah, they said they tested him for COVID like 5 times,
and they would not let him off the COVID floor until
so
they basically said he found out it wasn't COVID, but they basically he's saying that Princess left him for dead. Well, does that surprise you? Because that's my question. Does it surprise you? Because it totally does not surprise me, because we forgot where we got Princess from out. Right. Floyd Mayweather's garbage, but okay, let's just talk about that.
Too. I was mad at you for marrying her in the first place, Willie Norwood Jr. Okay,
thank you. Let's go there.
Told you not to do it in the first freaking place.
Yes,
Sonia told you not to do it.
She sure did.
Told you not to do it.
She sure did.
You didn't want to listen. So now, like, honestly, I don't really care what y'all do.
Because she got the bag now. She got 2 bags.
Y'all getting divorced and undivorced, I mean, whatever, putting in this petition and pulling it out and putting it in and I'm not playing with y'all. Okay. Y'all got 2 kids, take care of your damn kids and figure it out. But I'm not going to play Ray J and Princess's game. Because it's stupid at this point. You playing with divorce. Either shit or get off the pot. Stop playing.
There you go. I
don't even care about that. That's so stupid to me. Okay, so speaking of stupid.
Oh, let's talk about it.
let's talk about this slap a teacher challenge. So TikTok,
Okay.
that's the new thing. I'm gonna like. Okay, it's TikTok. TikTok just entertains me. It just is amazing for me. So follow me on TikTok, Julie Long Brooks. But it's this challenge that a lot of students are doing on TikTok called Slap a Teacher Challenge.
What?
They're going up to their teachers and slapping them
in the face?
In the face.
See, now that's where I draw the line, because if my son smack a teacher and he knock his ass out, I ain't saying shit.
So that's what the thing is now. Like, there's a lot of teachers that have TikToks too.
They're saying, I wish a nigga would.
And it's teachers that's from our generation. So they playing like Goody Mob and Lil Jon, lacing their shoes like, come on. I want you to.
Please try me.
So okay, the question is to the parents out there, especially the parents that are don't touch my baby type of parents.
And I am.
If your child come home saying they teacher knocked their ass on the ground, and we was just doing a joke, it was just a challenge for TikTok, I just slapped them for the video, what you gonna do?
You see this face? If the people that's listening could see this face, it's like, that's called life lesson. Don't put your hands on nobody that if you ain't ready to get your hands put back on you. Don't shake the table if you ain't ready to get shook.
That's right. And okay. That's about people too. You can't do something and then try to police how somebody's reaction is, especially putting your hands on somebody.
Most definitely. And my thing is, how is the school board handling this? Because like, I know as the fact that I work in the medical field, like they frown upon us putting our hands on patients.
Yeah.
But I have made it very clear, and I have said this because I have been in situations where a patient has told me like, come outside, and I was on my way. Okay. So I've made it very clear to my supervisor and whomever else to listen that if you put your hands on me, whoever you are, I hit back. Okay.
So, okay. Another question, because you know how old school parents are, right? Tasha just said she would slap her kid. So
me too.
My thing is, back in the day, right? If your aunties or your neighbors saw you doing something, you would get in trouble. Sometimes they will whoop you, pop you themselves. Then they go and tell your mama.
Your mama whoop you again.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the teacher told me you slapped them, and then they slapped you back. And they come and tell me that you slapped them, and then they slap you back. I'm gonna slap you again too, because you don't put your hands on them
in front of them so they can laugh in your face.
Facts.
Okay.
All right. So give me another. What you got?
Okay. So I know this was the big thing a few weeks ago, the premiere of BMF, which was Black Mafia Family. Okay. The movie, like this, like a big family because Big Meech, like he's in all the rappers talked about him.
That was a movie. I thought it was a TV show. I kept seeing
it's a series.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And in this series, it's based, and it say loosely. They made that clear, but I really think it's
that's
more
another 50 Cent thing,
type,
right?
Another 50 Cent thing, and they said it's loosely based on this Big Meech, Demetrius Big Meech, whatever his last name is. He's like Rick Ross talk about him a lot. Big Meech, whatever. But anyway, it's about this family that basically the sons, they had 2 sons and a daughter, and the sons became big time dope dealers, and it just show from the beginning until like he winds up in jail, and he does like a big long bit in jail, because like I found out about him while he was in jail, and I knew about the BMF family because when we were at actually your bridal shower, your bridal thing, our host. Yeah. Our host is connected to them. Okay. She's like, so that's how we got love so much when we was in Chicago, because of
Detroit.
That Detroit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because of that affiliation.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay.
What are we talking about now? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because yeah.
That makes sense now.
We got treated really well.
And that's because the affiliation was with
Okay.
the BMF family.
Gotcha.
And you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
we went to strip clubs and we had a good time.
We did.
So anyway, in this series, it's a lot of people like rappers. I saw Lil Zane in there. It's just different people like from different like black films, and it's like new people, but also a person that made a acting debut was Cash Doll. And when she hit the red carpet, she basically was kind of like letting everybody know that she's expecting. Okay. And everybody's all happy for her. But also the thing with her is she's like considered seasoned as a rapper. She's like at least 30. She's over 30. If I'm not mistaken, she's over 30. And she's like me, having a kid like, after 30. And so knowing this,
I got a kid after 30 too.
Right, you did. So yeah, I mean, like I got a 15-year-old and I'm over 40. So there you go. So saying that being known, do you think that she has opened the door for older, like not older, I'm not gonna use that word, seasoned not necessarily celebrities do it all the time, but women rappers to have children? And I say that because Trina just got engaged like last month or at the end of last month. Her dude proposed to her. And
I mean, Nicki Minaj just had a baby. She old. Little Kim had a baby when she was old. So this ain't the first time. I mean,
right.
Now you got money, you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, she ain't opening the door for that. She's just another one that's doing it.
You're right. Because I forgot that Lil Kim did have her kid. Like, I think that women rappers kind of think that they gotta like get their career out the way before they have a baby.
Not even just rappers, women like in entertainment industries, women in singing, because Janet Jackson had her baby late, Tyra Banks had her baby late.
Oh, look at me. I'm just like the stars. I'm a celebrity. I had my baby late.
A lot of people did. So yeah, they want to make sure they establish first, because there's only a certain window, you know what I mean, for that. It's hard to become a star older in life. You can be one and stay a star because you're already known, but to come in and be like famous and you 38, 40 something is harder. Not impossible, but it's harder. But you already got a rapport, and you building it up and you take a break and then you come back or something, it's easier. So yeah, they try to get to this level and then do it.
Well, congratulations, Cash Doll.
Yes, congratulations. So let's talk about Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle has this new comedy special out, on Netflix, and I haven't seen it yet, but I have seen some clips.
Oh yeah,
and he's gotten backlash for some of the jokes he said. Now,
the most of the backlash he got was from the jokes that he said about the baby.
Okay, so he got jokes. I mean, he got backlash from the LGBT community because talking about the baby, and he was explaining how the baby actually murdered somebody. He actually had.
Well, see, and that's another thing, because
I understand that it's supposed to be self-defense, but at the end of the day, he was in Walmart. He supposedly shot somebody and killed them at Walmart. But I didn't even know that. I didn't even know about that. I did. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about that.
He rap about it. He talk about that his daughter saw him kill somebody back before the age of 3, because that's what the thing. He was inside Walmart with his daughter, and his daughter. I mean, and then somebody pushed up on him, and that's how that supposedly had happened.
Dave Chappelle didn't even explain that, so that's not even important.
Right. So, and then he also said the baby smacked. He said he smacked a girl in the club.
Yeah,
which he did. Yeah. And he also said that he beat up a fan.
Yes. Yeah, he's done some violent stuff, and we've heard about it, but he wasn't canceled.
The culture did not cancel
final stuff. People were still listening, buying his music. They said
they was like upholding it, kind of like making excuses for those things.
Yeah, they talked about it. I mean, we definitely talked about it in Hot Topics. It was something we talked about, but it wasn't like he got canceled. It wasn't until the baby had a concert and made those statements about I guess a comment towards the LGBT community, talking about if you ain't ever, if you didn't just get somebody head in the car before you came out here, you know, type of like he made that statement, and that right there.
He said, if you ain't got HIV or AIDS, blah, 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 put your lighters in the air, blah, blah, blah.
Get somebody head in the car, put your lighters in the air or whatever. Yeah. So that right there, those two statements got him, the cancel culture came at him. Cancel culture just came at him. Heavy, heavy, heavy. And Chappelle said, it's crazy how you can murder someone.
A nigga, he said that. I mean, oops, can I say that?
And still get love, but if you hurt a gay person,
no, he said if you hurt someone's a
gay person's feelings, you get canceled. So he said that, and now
which is so true.
And now he's getting backlash, and people are mad about that. And they're saying that he was talking about. And I was watching the YouTube Fox Soul series TGI F with Funky Dineva, Claudia Jordan, Al Reynolds. I was watching.
I was about to say Roker, but his last name is Reynolds.
Yeah. I was watching them and listening to their different thought processes, and it was just interesting to me because Funky Dineva is representing the LGBT community, so of course he is going to be a little more sensitive towards it, and he has his feelings. But I just wanted to ask this question.
Okay, and I would like to say this with the most delicate tongue. Why is that community kind of like very like it's like almost like you got to step on eggshells when you.
Well, this is my question because in that special, he talked about everybody. He talked about Asians. He made jokes about the Jews. He made jokes about blacks. He made jokes about white people. Like he made jokes about every race. He didn't just have a whole show about LGBTQ. When you see comedy, nobody's off limits.
Exactly.
Is when the gay community, the LGBT community said they want equality,
then you got to take it like you
want equality because
you can't say nothing.
Yeah, because equality is you get what we get. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they sometimes, because not all times, I feel like certain people want special privileges. I was watching something and Lil Nas X popped up, right? And I be feeling like he does a lot of stuff.
Shock factor.
For shock value, right? Because I was like, I mean, when he came out and it was like Lil Nas X is gay, I was like, oh, okay, cool, he gay. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of what I thought about it. I didn't think, oh, let me celebrate and throw a party because he's gay.
Right.
Because if I say, hey, I'm straight, do I get a party?
Not at all.
I treat it the same way. So if all of a sudden Ellen decided to say, you know what? I want to do dudes. I'm straight now. I'd be like, oh, okay.
Okay. Right.
Like, I don't understand, like.
What's the big celebration?
Right. No, not even that, but just like, if I don't jump up and down, how I'm wrong. So I felt like when it comes to comedy, that's comedy. They talk about everybody. One thing that Dave Chappelle has done on one of his shows is he had a transgender open up for him before. So it's not like he hates transgender people. It's not like he hates gay people or he has a phobia. He was just telling jokes.
And I'm sure, so let's say this. So if a trans person or a gay person was to tell a joke about straight people, is that the same thing?
Like, right, that's the thing they do. I follow Flame Monroe, who is a hilarious transgender comedian. Like I crack up laughing at her, and she tells jokes about everybody. So are we supposed to be like, you can't make jokes about me? And that's one thing about the LGBT community, especially when you have that beef with black women and trans fighting or whatever. They can say a lot of stuff about black women. They say all kind of stuff about us, but we can't say nothing about them. I don't feel like that's fair. Like you want equality.
You get it how you live, just like we do.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I have no hate for anybody. I love everybody. You can love who you want to love. Let me love who I want to love. Like,
right.
I feel like
we make a bigger thing over it.
Yeah, but I just feel like we should be canceling Chappelle because he made jokes. That's what comedians do. And I mean,
I feel like we should cancel people for having their own opinions about everybody's not going to agree.
Because there are some people out here that say stuff that is uncalled for. Like some people say they should die or just like they say black people should die. You know, like if they say stupid
Right.
stuff like that, that is actually promoting hate and ignorance and that kind of stuff, then that's a different thing. But if you are a comedian, you're telling jokes and you telling jokes about everybody on this list, why should one group be excluded? Like you apart. This is equality. You can get roasted too.
Right, you could get it.
These roastings, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not canceling Chappelle on that, y'all. I'm just not, and I'm not even the biggest Chappelle fan. So,
well, now that you're talking about like canceling and fans, you know what just made me think about is R. Kelly.
ooh.
And the verdict was in for the R. Kelly trial. And R. Kelly was found guilty on like racketeering and sex porn, child pornography. He was like, they really stuck it to him. And since this has happened, it seems like lately more R. Kelly songs has been popping up in my playlist and everything. So now that he is actually found guilty and we know what it is, should we like stop listening to his music? And I asked that because we still listen, like not me, but the society still listens to Elvis. And if Elvis was ever went to trial, he would have been found guilty of similar charges. Okay. Because he most definitely our Caucasian viewers and listeners may not like this because some of them may be Elvis fans, but let's just be honest. Elvis had what's that lady name? Lisa Marie living with him when she was like only like 15 or 16 and he was in his 30s. So come on now. He most definitely.
Okay, so I never muted R. Kelly.
I did. You know I did.
You did. I didn't. I didn't like listen to his music 24/7. Like I wasn't like this big I want to play everything R. Kelly, but Ignition Remix stayed in my playlist because that's my ish.
Okay.
And if I DJ parties and they asked for R. Kelly, I had it. I was gonna play it. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't. I feel like I guess I am able to separate the man from the music because the music is a part of my life. Like I can't erase my life, regardless of that unfortunate stuff that happened. I still have certain things in my life. Like my life is a soundtrack. So I hear a certain song and I remember a moment where I was at, who I was with, and to take those certain songs away
will take a part of you. Okay, so are you a part of the culture that says he ain't raped my daughter, so I'm still feeling on my booty? Because that was a meme, and once actually someone that was on my timeline posted it, and I deleted her as a friend.
Yeah, see, I'm not a part of that, but what I can say is I went to my first basement party and Feeling on Your Booty came on, and
you got your booty filled out,
and we was jamming. I got a good memory. Like you're not gonna take it from me.
So what do you have to say to those that say he ain't raped my daughter? So I'm still playing 12 left.
It's sensitive and that's very immature. Number one, because somebody's daughter was raped. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And took an advantage of.
I have a daughter.
Right.
I still to this day side eye to parents that allowed their daughters to even be in his presence, knowing what we knew, because this just now when all of the people that came out of the documentaries. We knew this stuff for years. I knew about R. Kelly when I was 17 years old because the first tapes came out.
Right.
Okay. So don't play like all of a sudden you woke because when you seen those tapes, you ignored it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you took your child for a meal ticket. Like you basically offered your child, you served your child up. So I'm sorry. But people like Clary's and Joycelyn Savage's mother and father, y'all knew what this man was about, and y'all still put y'all kids in those situations.
I just read an article from they interviewed Sparkle after this verdict was in, and they asked her views, and I felt bad for her because she said she been knew this, and she said she had been fighting.
Yes, fighting. When I was fighting.
Yes, and she said that she was like they asked her again like about the situation with her niece and her sister, and
how her niece paid off.
and she was like still
That was a little
that
girl that was in
that
that
was on the
video.
first video,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I
And
saw.
she was reliving in it how she told her sister, you know, my niece is around here running around in the hallways to this place that she said each room had something underage, drinking, smoking, everything, you know, had things going on. And they were saying, you know, how did all the people around him let this happen? And she was like, I spoke up and I was banned. And
But
then they also,
it's a lot of people that should go down as well.
okay, so let's speak on that because it was a woman that was on trial
Mhm.
who was supposed to be one of R. Kelly's assistants, like his main assistant. And she just happens to be the producer. London on the Beat, that's his mom. And
Yeah,
you
I
know,
heard about
London
that.
on the Beat is the one who has the kid baby by Summer Walker.
Yes.
And they had their little beefs or whatever. So his mom is like connected and she testified and she was on trial. I mean, she was testified against, you know, with the prosecuting
I mean,
against
I
R.
guess
Kelly.
I want to hear what these people have to say.
She said, I read some of her transcripts from her because I wanted to know too. I'm nosy. And basically, she was saying that she wasn't aware. Nothing that seemed off or nothing looked off to her when
Yeah,
in her presence.
I'm sorry, but some people knew. I'm not sure if she's
A
one.
lot of people, this man could not even read. He could not even read. So how could he know to falsify like with Aaliyah? How would he even know how to falsify?
Even his wife,
Drea.
like, yeah, like I feel like a lot of people knew and they ain't say nothing.
Well, I feel like Drea knew that, but she was also in what do you call it? She was trapped also. She was
I know,
also
but
a
you
victim.
know what though? But you know what? Once she actually got out of it and she got divorced from him, she was riding his coattail. I am the ex-wife of R. Kelly. Yes, happy people. Like, okay. So I'm sorry, but
maybe, but she might have had Stockhausen syndrome also. Like when you've been. So when she wasn't getting paid, she just now got paid recently. So she wasn't getting money.
Like she was getting paid being R. Kelly's ex-wife. When she was on Hollywood Exes, I'm R. Kelly's ex-wife. The name was still getting her gigs as a dancer. The name was still getting her gigs on a TV show. You know what I'm saying? That's clout. She was going for that clout. That clout was money. So,
well, if you had to feed your kids and he wasn't giving you no money because he wasn't, you seen that he had to pay her. But I'm being the devil's advocate. No. Yeah, but okay, and here's the thing: she do got kids, and he damaged her children. One of them is a.
And then I be supposed to have my kids around here. Like,
right, one of them is a transgender. And one is the one that was on Growing Up Hip Hop who seemed weird as hell. So her children, we ain't met the son yet. Now the two daughters we know is effed up. Yeah. We don't know what the son, he might be out here raping people his damn self. Lord
I hope not, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, honestly, the money ain't worth it when I have children and I need to worry about my kids and their safety and their mental health. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting right. I would have fought him. Like, whatever, I'd have fought him. I would have been singing like a little bird because I'm fighting for my children.
Right.
It's nothing else. And I'm not about to, again, Ignition Remix is my song.
Okay, so we've been on here for a while. So let's get to our final topic and then talk about like the main kind of topic a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for a minute, everybody was talking about because the rapper Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend, Ariana Fletcher, who is Hebrew, I don't even know how to say his name. I don't know. Herbo. He's a rapper also. It's his baby mother. They share a son together. And Herbo is baby, he has a child by Fabolous and Emily's daughter, Tanya. Okay. So Emily B has an older daughter that's not Fabolous. Her other 3 children are by Fabolous, but her oldest child that Fabolous actually helped raise is a daughter. Her name is Tanya. Tanya is dating Herbo, who is the girl Ariana Fletcher's baby father. So they share a baby father. Ariana Fletcher.
Who's with him? Who's his girlfriend right now?
Who? Herbo?
Yeah.
Fabolous and them daughter, Tanya.
Okay. So they're together.
Yes. And now Ariana Fletcher is with Moneybag Yo. You know,
Okay.
huh? What? I thought a broke nigga said something. That okay, Moneybag Yo. For our older people, they probably do know that song. Okay. So Moneybag Yo, like they've been together probably like 2 to 3 years now. 2 years top. They probably was together maybe over the pandemic. So let's say 3 years tops. They've been together, if that. And throughout their little relationship, they have been big gift givers. Like her first birthday that they was together, he bought her a Lambo truck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then in turn for his birthday that year, she bought him a Maybach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then like they're big, like for he made like a big thing, like sold 1 million records or was, let's just say, I don't know what he did, but she bought him a Hellcat. Like they big on big gifts. That's what they do. He buys Birkins and diamonds and she buy cars. So for his birthday recently, which was the end of last month, instead of being a typical rapper girlfriend and buying cars or jewelry, you know, even Cardi B has did that before, but that's her husband. But instead of buying him something like a car or jewelry, she bought him 28.8 acres of land. And I think the 28 was significant because he may have been turning 28 years old. Okay. And she bought him this 28 acres of land in his hometown, Memphis, in his old hood. Okay. And that was significant. And so it was a big thing because everybody was like, she was like, and she was flexing a little bit, which I would, when you got money, you could flex differently. She was like, and it's all paid for, ain't no payments or nothing. This shows. And she actually had like a couch set up on his land and photographers and like gave him his deed to his land. And it's a nice, like he can build a humongous like camp compound on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so like a lot of like stars, you know, a lot of celebrities, like normal people, I was weighing in on this and basically what they call hating. I'm gonna just tell you how I feel about it. I feel that I think it was smart and not, but oh, that's not her husband or whatever. But I don't, if you gonna spend your money on something to get to somebody, it's called generational wealth. And she's starting a trend. So maybe he'll stop buying her cars and diamonds and start buying her property because right before this happened, she closed on her first like she bought a big building. She did. So she getting into like getting into how to spend her money to keep her money going and not work hard for her money, but make her money work hard for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like she put herself in a position where he feel like I'm learning from this woman because shit, like I wasn't thinking this. I'm still out here buying cars, wrapping cars, meaning wrapping them with all these different colors and stuff. Where as soon as I drive this off the lot, this is depreciating. And on top of it, to point out, because people was like, "Dad, she bought it in Memphis. It costs some money, but probably not that much money to buy that much land in Memphis in a place where he grew up at, which is probably not, it's not in the middle of in downtown Memphis. She didn't buy something that already had something on it. So I mean, she spent some good money, but I feel like she spent it wisely. That's just my opinion. Okay. So go ahead.
So, Ari Fletcher is worth $10 million. That's her net worth. Moneybag Yo's net worth is $4 million. To buy 28 acres of land in Memphis, she spent $400,000, a little bit over $400,000.
Okay.
So like $500,000 for his gift.
And she got 10 of them.
Huh?
And she got 10 of them. Millions. Millions, yeah. That is.
Yeah, she has 10. He only has 4.
That's probably because he used most of it buying cars
and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I mean, that's her money. That's her. You know what I mean? Like for me,
so he spent that $500,000 on a Bentley truck. Would it been better? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I would have bought a gift. I don't care how rich I am. I wouldn't have bought a gift that expensive for my boyfriend. I'm just not. I'm not going to make an investment that big on a situation that can be temporary. You know, like I need it to be permanent in our minds commitment, serious commitments, because you can dump me and then you got these land. F that.
And build a house for your wife, your chick.
On the land I bought you.
And I burn that shit down. I burn that shit down.
So I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
However, I was counting her pockets. I just want to know how much money it was worth. But I don't want nobody counting my pockets and what the hell I do. How I spend my money, it ain't your business. So how she spent her money ain't my business. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like, I get so irritated when tax season comes.
And people be like, they spending
they buy TVs. Look, they buy. Like, that's
so what?
That is exactly about whatever the hell they want to buy with their money.
Right. And my thing is, I don't see her asking nobody. I don't even think her baby daddy.
Can y'all give me some money?
Exactly. Like, I think that she kind of like, I call this the Black China syndrome. Like, where she don't get like child support from either one of her kids' daddy. They just pay for their kid and she get it how she live. If I could get that, like, where you just pay for your kid and then I could get my money and be my money and I could get it how I live, it would make the situation a whole lot better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? She is
I feel like that's her business. Again, he need to slow down because he ain't got as much money.
He buying that Waukesha stuff.
He need to slow down with his money. Get your money up a little bit more. But like I said, for me personally, that's a big gift for a boyfriend.
She probably
honestly a car that costs like a couple $100,000 is too big for a boyfriend. I'm sorry, I'm not about to. That's the thing about what I learned in life too, was treating these boyfriends like their husbands before they actually become a husband. No. So
do you think that she is doing it in hopes to becoming a wife?
You know what? I would think so, but I don't know, because she might not even want to be a wife. Some people don't want to get married at this stage in life. A lot of people are not wanting to get married anymore. So I don't know if she's hoping to become a wife. I feel like that was a very big ass gift.
That like, was.
He can create a strip mall. He can create all kind of stuff.
You see how much land it is? Yeah. Like that, they had like the outland of it, and that was like, I was like, damn. He could put like several homes.
She can find out he cheated.
He could develop.
He could dump her,
and then she could just burn that shit down. Burn, baby, burn.
You can't do that because it's his.
That's true. What I mean? And she put it in his name, and that was what she was saying. So, like, this is yours. You know, blah,
maybe a few acres, but like that many.
28. Yep, I think that was because
like an acre is like 15,000. So maybe she could buy him 2 or 3 acres. You know, as much as she bought. Yeah, I mean, again, what she do with her money is her business.
That's true.
But I do feel like I'm not trying to build an empire like that with a boyfriend.
Okay,
that's just me. But whatever you do is your business. You know what I'm saying?
True that. True
so
that.
Guys,
that.
I hope you enjoyed the show. Mm-hmm. We back. So hopefully you guys come back and you tell a friend that Two Hot Chicks are here. Okay. It's fall season. So
it is. I try to wear fall colors. Look at me.
Yeah. Okay. You cute. You cute.
Thank you. Oh, and this outfit is from what is this from? Oh, it is from Giselle's Head to Toe.
Nice. Okay, Giselle Head to Toe. Okay, then. So, guys, make sure you make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe on our YouTube channels and subscribe on our Facebook channels. Please subscribe to the podcast as well. Share it with a friend, and we're gonna talk to y'all soon. Okay. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Deuces.
Bye. See y'all later.